For markets now, let's talk to a management, Manappuram Finance, the VP, Mr. Nandakumar, MD and CEO. He joins us now live. Mr. Nandakumar, welcome to the show. The third quarter results basically were showing a mixed trend here. On one side, the quarterly profits again were increasing, but then also again versus the last year, again there has been some sort of sluggish growth here. So please take us through the reasons for that.
See, the profit after tax has gone up by 8.1%. And the AUM also has grown by around 6.7%. Standalone and consolidated AUM growth is around 6.8%.
Right. Interestingly, again, the net profit basically is down by around 14% versus the last year, but versus the last quarter, again, there has been a jump of 8%. So again, it's interesting in the context that versus the last quarter, there has been some improvement here. But sir, again, the OPEX has increased by around 43%, and the large part of it also is attributable to increase in security guard expenses. So how do you see the operating expense growth, and do you expect it to further increase again, because if the AUM keeps on increasing, do you expect that sort of linkage to increase?
That can come down. We are more and more using technology and trying to bring it down. What we are expecting, it will come down by 50% in another one quarter, 1.5 quarters time.
And what's your outlook on the disbursements? Because so far we have seen very good disbursements shown by the NBFCs. And do you see a pickup in the gold loan outlook?
Yeah, it is expected to pick up. Already the disbursals are growing compared to last quarter. It has disbursals have actually grown by 26%. So it is expected to continue.
Right, and this quarter we have seen a small spike in the provisions, again 14% up versus the last year, but there is a drop sequentially in the provisions, also almost 13% drop. So the asset quality again overall has improved, but can you give us an update on the asset quality for the microfinance in particular and the home loan segments?
Microfinance, compared to last two quarters, there is we have turned the corner. There is a small profit of around 36 lakhs during last quarter. This quarter, the profitability will be considerably improved. So we are coming back to normal. Post demand dispersal, the collections are more than 99%. Back to normal, and next year we expect the profit which we were enjoying during pre-demand days.
Right, so with the improvement in asset quality, again that basically bodes well for the stock also. But then the next point again is also very important here, which is the cost of borrowing. We have seen an increase in the 10-year bond yields, which usually also indicates basically a trend of increase in the cost of borrowing. So far, as per this quarter, again, it has declined to 8.6%. So do you see it now bottoming out for the cost of funding, or you think there is still some scope of improvement by which you can manage the cost of borrowing?
Yeah, it was around 8.5%. We hope with the general trend in the market, there can be some increase of 10-15 basis points during this quarter. This is our expectation. Yeah, if we are not able to maintain at the same rate. Currently it is around 8.5%.
Right, and from cost again, what's your outlook in terms of incremental customer base and collection efficiency? Because again, that could also actually support the margins.
The customer base is around, in gold loan alone, it is around 2.5 million. And overall, the customer base is 2.25 million plus around 1.2 million in microfinance and the other businesses. So this is our customer base. So it is growing. It is the growth is gaining momentum. What I used to say, our target is to achieve 20% CAGR. During last 2 quarters we couldn't achieve that because of the demand impact in the rural economy, and now the things are back to normal, and we expect that it to continue, the growth to continue from now onwards. This quarter we have grown by around 6.7% on console. So our target of 5% would be maintained in the coming quarters. This is our expectation.
Mr. Nandakumar, wishing you all the luck for the fourth quarter, and so far the third quarter again has shown some sequential improvement, sequential promise basically has been shown by the stock. The stock is actually right now 4% down, tracking the weakness in the broader markets. And also remember there has been some weakness in the gold prices, and traditionally we have seen sentimentally again with the uptick in the gold prices, usually the financing stocks again have done reasonably well. Today again it's a day of weakness for the stock here. From Manappuram, now let's shift our attention to the commodities here. We have seen some sort of weakness in the base metals. Nevertheless, zinc has been holding out on the energy prices. Again, the oil prices